Hello friends, I just want to quickly talk to you about this video. Back in 2012, whenever I was in film school, and I need to finish, we were assigned a class project. We were to write, edit, produce, and deliver a short film by the end of the semester, basically applying everything that we had learned in class to the actual process of making a film. I offered to do the BTS, which is what you're about to watch. This is the BTS to studio story. The quality might seem a little low, but I've had some major equipment upgrades since then. You'll also see Justin's Wild Weather Adventure at the end credit. I still use that name, but that's specific to Weather Education. Fickle Films is everything but Weather Education. Thanks for watching.
Is there an issue with that?
No.
Mitch is a happy person.
All right, everybody settle.
All right, roll camera. Slate it.
Studio Story, Scene 1B, Take 4.
Action. I became aware of this project through Sarah Clark, who's a student here. She's also a casting associate with Freihoffer Casting. That's where I take my acting classes. And I also have been there many times to audition for different projects. Sarah approached me and asked if I wanted to play the dad in this role. Because as college students, I don't guess there was anybody in the class that was old enough to play dad, so she asked me if I would do that, and I was more than happy to.
So the biggest thing to think about would be blocking, and then to be memorizing, keeping your lines memorized while also walking, and with a set like this, we're walking around a lot. And so yeah, it's been interesting to have the direction of Ryan. He's a phenomenal director. I've never actually worked with anybody as good as he is. So I'm pretty stoked with him as far as my director. I really trust him, and I think he knows what to do. He knows how to get people. He knows how to pull the emotion from the actors and actresses. So it's really great.
I think they're probably going to finish it for the grade. It's probably the most important thing. And then if it's good and if the edit works, then I'm sure it'll go to festival. And then everybody who's a part of it is getting the footage to use on their demo reels. So it's going to be a nice little nugget to take away for everybody.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with everybody. I think this film is going to be a good one. It's got a good plot line, a good storyline, and I think it's going to be a good film.
I really like it, actually. I didn't know how I would feel about it when I first read the script, and then as working with Sarah, she's just so talented, and her and I can play really well off of each other. So it's been nice getting to work with a talented actress, and then getting to fall into the role of being an asshole, because I don't really see myself as an asshole as much, but it's sometimes nice to get to pretend.
It's the learning experience, ultimately. It's a safe environment where I can make mistakes, not that I want to waste anybody's time, but here I am directing this project and working with what I learned, especially in directing class, and bringing all that knowledge to the experience, and then forging from the experience further knowledge for my next directing project. That's how I think this school furthers anybody's career.
I feel good. I think she's a fun character. She's sassy and she knows who she is, and she's not going to put up with anybody else's creep.
Good ultimately, because I've worked on amateur films before, especially class projects. Like if I work outside of the school with the friends that I've made here, things go pretty smooth because usually we work together. Usually we're very respectful, and we all take this seriously if we're going to take time out of our day to actually film it. In a student project, for instance, when I worked on my Cinematography 1 project, we didn't get past, in a 2.5 hour class, we did not get past the first take. We got a couple takes of it, and he wanted to do a long scene of them walking up. We didn't get to the dialogue. We didn't get to so many aspects of it, and it was disheartening because I actually wrote that, you know. So I understand what Connor is feeling in this situation. And considering this is film business, I knew that it would be important to make the day. That would be probably the most important aspect of this entire learning experience. I did want to bring a lot of creativity to it.
I really appreciate everybody being so nice and friendly and basically welcoming me with open arms. It was a fun time. I've been acting professionally for about a year now. I welcome this project because it's actually going to go on my resume, and it's also very good training and very good practice for perfecting my craft. I really think it's going to be a good movie. I'm just glad that I can be attached to it.
You know, just like any other feature, learning as we go along and figuring out more and more on my acting style, and then how to be a better actor and how to play different characters, and then also, you know, keeping it lively on set.
You know, I think this is really fun because we do have to be so run and gun with how we're shooting, and so it's good to meet everybody on set, because you see them in class and you don't really know how they're going to function, but then when you meet them on set, it's really cool to see, okay, great, well, this guy knows what he's doing and he's on top of it, and then other people you're like, okay, cool, I know who not to work with in the future and stuff like that, and so it's really good and it's fun, and I think it's a really good way to end the semester.
It's going well. It's going real well, considering that no one's getting paid. And we're all relatively new at this, but the enthusiasm and the dedication is all there.